After weeks of steady lessons, one evening Robert logs in for their regular call. But Jin doesn't appear. He waits, refreshes the page, sends a message, nothing. Hours pass. The video window remains blank, the clock ticks to 11:46 p.m. and Robert sits under the dim desk lamp, fingers slowly tightening around a now-cold cup of tea. The silence feels heavier than absence. It feels personal, echoing the void of past losses. The next day, Robert receives a message. Jin, in imperfect English, apologizes and explains that his father had suddenly fallen ill, prompting his urgent return home. "I'm sorry I made you worry," Jin writes. Reading this, Robert smiles faintly and types back, "I'm glad you're safe." He doesn't mention the hours he spent waiting, but the fact that he worried meant something. Back in Korea, Jin sits at his childhood desk, finishing a handwritten letter to Robert. He folds it with care, places it in an envelope labeled Robert, then just stares at it, uncertain whether to send it, holding it like a secret too delicate to release. When their calls resume, Jin is changed, gentler, more open. He speaks softly about his late brother, who used to help him study English. He liked her language, Jin says. Robert listens silently, his eyes wet. In that moment, grief becomes a bridge between them. Then one day, Jin announces he's coming to the US for work and would like to meet. "Only if you're comfortable," he says. Robert pauses, then nods. "There's a quiet cafe I go to. I'd like that." Their screens light up with shared smiles. Jin holding up his travel confirmation, Robert leaning back with a hand on his chest, both basking in a mix of disbelief and joy. At the cozy cafe, Robert waits nervously, coffee steaming before him. The bell above the door jingles gently. Jin enters, suitcase in hand, and their eyes meet. For a moment, time stills. Then Jin smiles and walks over. They spend hours talking, not about English or grammar, but about love, loneliness, grief, and the strange courage it takes to be seen. At one point, Jin reaches into his bag and slides the envelope across the table. "I wrote this when I didn't know if I'd ever see you," he says softly. Robert places his hand on it, touched beyond words. Later, back home, Robert sits alone and opens the letter. Jin's words are simple but profound. "You helped me speak. Not just English. You helped me speak my heart. Thank you for being patient. For being kind." As morning light filters through the window, tears fall onto the page. Robert smiles through them. "You were my student," he whispers. "But you taught me, too."